Hell is separation from God. Hell is a proof that God respects the will of man. God respects the volition of man. When people say, I don't want to have anything to do with God, God said, so be it. Then they turn around and they start complaining that God is allowing them to have what they want. Because part of that problem is a very deficient definition of what God is and of who God is. All the things that people are trying to enjoy without God does not exist without God. It does not matter the specifics of hell. It cannot be good. Why? Because hell is a negation of heaven, if I may just use that word. It is the exact opposite of what God is. It's like saying that the absence of light is darkness. Are you with me? So that darkness in and of itself is really not a thing in that sense. It's a privation of something else. The absence of something else leaves the result that is called darkness. It is the absence of light that is darkness. And the absence of God is gloom. So when people are saying, how can God be so vengeful that he cannot survive rejection, and simply because people say, we don't want you, then God now say, hey, if you don't want me, you must burn in the fires of hell. What kind of vengeful God is that cannot, how insecure can a God be who cannot just endure, cannot survive heartbreak, and we decide to punish you because you broke his heart? He wants to have a love relationship and you say no, then I say, okay, I'll punish you. Actually, hell is a proof that God, as much as it breaks his heart, he nevertheless is okay with you making your bed and lying on it. But what they are looking for is to eat their cake and have it. You don't want to have anything to do with God, but you want to have everything that God still offers. That world does not exist. It is impossible. Because my people normally would say that you cannot say you don't eat vulture meat and you use the stock for stew. Say, me, God forbid, can never eat vulture. Yet, you will kill vulture, you will pepper it, you will season it, and then you will boil. When you have boiled it, after like 45 minutes, you will now drain the water, and then you throw the vulture meat away. You now use the stock, that water, you now use it now to cook begiri. And then you will still be pretending like, I don't eat vulture. If the meat of the vulture is not good, the stock should have nothing to do in your food. You cannot say you don't eat vulture, but you want to use the stock to make soup. So if you have said you don't want to have anything to do with God, but you want to smuggle in the goodness and the generosities and the provisions of God into your reality, that is supposed to be a reality devoid of God, you are in for a big surprise. I can tell you, people of God, that no matter how you construe hell is the negation of the presence of God. And I got into this to say to us that it is important that people understand the gospel. Let it be that what we are giving to the people is indeed the what? The gospel of the kingdom. That when people wake up and they say, this man shall not rule over us, they must know what the implications are. Everybody alive in this world is a beneficiary, at least, of the common grace of God. So that even the people who do not believe that God exists, they depend on God in order to deny his existence. So when people now say we don't want God, the ultimate destiny of such people is that God will honor their position. And their position is, we don't want God. So God will put them in a place that is completely devoid of everything that is of God. Hell is separation from God.